So, good afternoon. Today is our next practical lessons number 9. We shall do today very interesting tasks about the location of warehouse, how we need to find it on some territory for some shops, warehouse, some located, and where is it right for everywhere. Okay, I need to do a screen of our lessons today and show my screen that we can to use our materials for our practical lessons and also if you can to do it online, you can use your paper, you can use some electron documents of you want and of you can to use, yes, you can do it today. Okay, now I open our distance courses of Moodle and can to show you the materials for today practical lessons. I show you. Please, can you ask me or write in our chat, plus if all is okay, you can see our courses, or minus if it isn't. Oh, okay. Yes, you can look. Okay. So now is the information about our courses, and we go to the end of our course to find the practical lessons number 9. So we have here special windows for download your homework, your photo, or your documents, electronic documents with your decision and your calculation today after our practical lessons, or if you do it as homework and can do it now online with us. And it is information about our practical lessons 9 today. I edited. Maybe, oh, I think it is okay. So please write on your paper or in your electronic documents that today is practical lesson number 9. Oh, lessons without S, sorry. Our lesson number 9. And today we need to do our next tasks 5. And also please write on your paper or in your document your surname and your name that I can to understand that it is your work. Yes, and your variant, it is the same as in our previous tasks. So we try to do it now. Okay. So when you're writing this information, we show what we need to do today. It is our practical recommendation today and determine the location of the warehouse using the grid method when working with suppliers and customers according to the initial data. We use table 1 with the information about initial data on variants regarding the volume of consumer goods delivered to warehouse and delivered from the warehouse to customers. So we have some company which produced some materials, for example, yes, and we need to delivery these products from this company to warehouse and from warehouse to our customers. So we need to do it today and to calculate it all costs and all distances also. So we have such parameters as, for example, the size of the delivery of a batch of goods from the manufacturer to the warehouse and to customer from the warehouse. In tons, we used such cargo for different types of variants from 0 to 9 variants. Today we have it. So we have the free suppliers for every variant, yes, and free client. So it is easy for understanding, and we have different types of size of our cargo for delivery. We can show it. We used it today, but now we look what we need to do. Also, we have the information about the cost of delivery of a batch of goods from the customer to the warehouse and from the warehouse to customers. Also, it is in conventional units. We don't use euros, dollars, hryvnias, and other values, only conversional units for 1 ton kilometers. So we also can to find that it is different cost for every distance. Also, we use table 2. Data on the location of suppliers and customers are shown in table 2. We also used it today. Table 2, it is coordinates of the location of suppliers and customers of the warehouse from the conditional points of origin in kilometers. So we have two coordinate axes, axis x and axis y and axis x. Yes, so we can to coordinate it, our customers, our clients, and find where is located our warehouse. So it is important and it is what we need to find where is located our different types of customers, suppliers, and where we need to build a warehouse. It is our questions on today. Also, we have different parameters in kilometers. And we have methodical recommendation for our task number 5 today. You have all these materials, so if you can do it online today, you can to see it later. Sorry. Hmm. So, at any enterprise in the process of its operations, the question of expanding the warehouse network may arise. So, the solution of this problem is carried out in 2 stages. So, we also do it today. At the first stage, it is strategic level. The company solves the problem of forming a warehouse network. So it very important, and it is a first strategic level. At the second stage, it is already operational level. Tasks related to the development of warehouses and the necessary infrastructure are solved. So it is different types, yes, and different strategy. At the strategic level of the formation of the warehouse network, the following tasks are solved. And we can to see what is the steps. First, it is determination of the location of the warehouse. We need to find it. It is determination of the number of warehouses. Maybe we need only one warehouse or two, three, or maybe a big, small warehouse, maybe one big and two small warehouse and other types. Yes. And the third step, we need choosing the form of ownership of the warehouse. We can to build it from our company themselves. We can to rent it, for example, if it is okay for us and it is good location, for example. Yes, so different variants we need to understand what we need and how much it costs. So we need to understand and to calculate it. When determining the number of warehouses, the total cost associated with the functioning of the warehouse network are minimized. So it is our good decision today, yes, to find the cost minimize variant and good variant by times, also, yes, by locations and other questions. The amount of transportation cost associated with the delivery of goods from the suppliers to warehouse and from the warehouse to our customers depends on the location of the warehouse. No, I think it is simple, yes, for understanding, so we need to try to do it. One of the simple methods of determining the location of a warehouse is the grid method. So today we use this grid method to find where we need to locate it, our warehouse. So the essence of this method is to superpose a grid of coordinates on the geographical map indicated the locations of the intended suppliers and customers. So we today was writing special coordinated area and find where is located our free suppliers and our free client customers, yes, and can to look on this surface. So, the choice of a place for a warehouse is carried out on the basis of the minimal transportation costs associated with the delivery of goods to the warehouses or from the warehouses to customers. So, let's consider the algorithm for determining the location of the warehouse. We need to use all these parameters which we need in table 1 and table 2 and by your variant and do these calculations we have today. H formulas today we do it, and to have such a surface it is figure, only one figure today. We don't need to use each very good. We need to locate it these points. So we have three sublayers. We can use, for example, points or something else for located it on the surface. For example, different colors if you have it near you, or different figures. It is also okay. So we can locate it and find the coordination in table 2. We do it now. Also, we can to locate it, their customers, our customers. We can to see it also. And after it, we need to calculate it and to find where is the place our warehouses. So it is our tasks today. Maybe we started to with writing such picture by your variant and to do it for your variant, and after it calculate it and find where is the location of our warehouse. So please write on your paper or in your document. You can use painting, for example, or you can use, if you in Microsoft Word, for example, you can use different types of lines. Yes, also to do the same picture. So it is okay. Oh, sorry. I can to close it. Maybe 1 minute. I'll stopped my demonstration and come back on. So please do the same surface here. And we need to use only positive parts of graphs by x. We have some coordinates. Maybe I need to show you coordinate axis x and y. So we need to use only positive parameters of this coordination by y coordinate axis and x coordinate axis, and we need to show how much kilometers we need to write in here. It is very important. So, for example, if you have zero variance for x coordinate axis x, we can see the maximum it is 159 kilometers. So from 0 to 160, for example, kilometers. Yes, we can do. If we also have zero variant and coordinate axis y, we can show that the maximum it is 140 kilometers. So from 0 to 140 kilometers. So we can to locate it our coordinate axis. Please do it for your variant now. Show which coordinates you have. And also locate it where is your suppliers, suppliers 1, 2, 3, and where is located your clients 1, 2, 3. Also, please do it now if you can. Yes. And after each we can to calculate it with the cost. It is only kilometers. We can also write in coordinate axis x and point kilometers and coordinate axis y and also write y and kilometers. It is help us to find the information later. Okay, do it. It is very fast. Yes, you can to find that suppliers one. Now, yes, we can now show it. Suppliers one and one. By coordinate axis x, it is 120 kilometers, but by y, it is 55 kilometers. So we find by coordinate x, it is we have 120. Yes, we find it. On this location, maybe, yes, on video here. Find 120 kilometers and in the upper we find 55 kilometers by Y. Yes, or we have the same, yes, X and Y. Coordinate axis 120 and up 55. On and put point or different other types of geometric features. So we have six points on your coordinate places area. Let's do it. If you have some questions or questions by your variant, please ask me or write in our chat.
Can you please show an example of the graphic again?
So please repeat your questions also.
If you can show again the graphic.
Oh, yes, I can show. 1 minute, I show the picture hour and come back to our table. So we need to have the same result. From 0, it is the started of our coordination surface to, for example, not just example 20, 250, yes, kilometers, but you can use your locations, your kilometers, and by Y also from 0 to your bigger, yes, your bigger distance kilometers, and have 6 point without yellow triangle because we need to find where is located our warehouse. Only 3 suppliers and only 3 customer. Okay, and I come back to your coordinate. It is the example. And table 2 I opened, then you can eat for you. Oh, it is all variants here that you can to see from 0 to 9. Okay. Okay. If you're ready, please ask me or write in chat, plus, for example, that you are ready and we can do next steps. Today we need to do only one picture, so we don't do it very big part. So also calculate it and one picture. Okay, I wait to you. Okay, do you need more time? Yes, already done. Please write in chat plus, for example, it is means that we can do next steps, or if you need sometimes, please write minus maybe. Yes. So I wait you. Oh, okay. So we can to do next steps, I think. Maybe uh, all students can do it. It is very bad, very good. So we need to do next our steps and calculated our formulas to know where is can be located our warehouse. So come back to our formulas. We can just start it with calculation of the total costs. It is first formulas and second. Oh, sorry, it is different formulas, but the numeration it is not first, it is second. Yes, third, and the next. Total cost in transportation, we need to calculate it. Goods from suppliers to warehouse costs. The next step, we need to calculate the total cost of transportation from warehouse to customers, also by our located X and Y. And after it, we can to calculate it, determination of the cost transportation goods for 1 kilometers from suppliers to warehouse and from warehouse to customers. And after it, we can to find our coordinated by X and by Y. So we have a very big part of formulas, but it is not difficult. It is easy, and we can to do it very fast. Okay, we started from our first formulas. Please write on your paper or in your document B with index EX, little index EX is equal to, and now we find what information we need for it. B with index EX, it is the total cost of transporting a batch of goods from suppliers, from manufacturer to warehouse. So we need to find it by axis X. So it's equal to, and we need to find, multiply three parameters, and we need to find aging by every suppliers. We have three suppliers, 1, 2, 3. So we need to find three this multiplies and to find the total sums of each. So first parameters it is t with index e. We need to find what it is. There we need to find it, I think. Maybe here. Okay. We have parameters r, t. Notice transport tariff, but we don't rewrite here every parameters, so it is transport tariff from our manufacturer to warehouse. The next parameters, it is R with index EX. We also can find with different indexes, but we need to know that it is distance from our manufacturer to warehouse. Yeah, so we can define. Our next parameters, it is Q, big Q with index E. It is volume of cargo, what we need to deliver from manufacturer to warehouse. So these three parameters, it is our tariff, transport tariff, it is our distance, second parameters, and it is our volume of cargo, what we need to deliver. So now I open our table 1 and we find for your variant this information. Okay, I opened our table 1 and first what we need to find. Now I open all variants. Maybe we need to do it not very big, maybe same. Oh, yes, and it is okay. We can to show all parameters. So first of what we need, it is our tariff. So it is the cost. It is our last line in our table 1. The cost of delivery of a batch of goods from the customer to the warehouse for our first formulas. For example, if you have variant 0, it is our first in our table. So for first suppliers, we need to find from manufacturer to suppliers. It is important for understanding from manufacturer to suppliers. So we need to use the first columns here, yes. So for 0 variance, it is 5.5. It is convenient units by 1 ton kilometers. So please write for your variance in these columns. For 0 variance, it is 5.5. For first variance, it is 5.56. For second variance, it is 5.6. Find please for your variance. We do it one by one that you can to understand in whole information. Okay. It is our third column in our table and the last lane in our table, the cost of delivery. So multiplied the parameters, we find first costs multiplied by the distance from manufacturer to first suppliers. For distance, I need to open table number 2. Okay, I opened it. For example, if you have first variance, you need to remember that we need coordinate. Now we calculated only for coordinated axis x. So we need used only our second lane of our table number 2. For example, for 0 variant, for suppliers number 1, it is 120 kilometers. For first variant, it is 121 kilometers. For second, 122, no, and other. So we use also third columns in our table 2. Please find your distance in kilometers. We multiplied first parameters by these second parameters. Okay, do it, please. I think you found these parameters for your variant. And our third parameters, that is the last in our formulas for first suppliers, of course, yes. We need to find how many cargo we need to deliver. So we open the first table, our first table, and need to use our 1, 2, 3 lines, third lines. So sorry. We can to use our third lane in our table. And for example, for 0 variance, it is 400 tons. How many cargo we need to deliver. For first variance, it is 404. For second variance, it is 408 tons. And find for your variance on the third columns, please. It is our first three parameters for our supplier 1. After it, we can to open and close quantity, for example, and write plus, no, or add the same parameters, but for second suppliers. We also need to find cost It is our fourth columns here and use the last line. For our second suppliers, for example, for zero variance, it is 4.82 conventional units to ton kilometers. For first variance, it is 4.85, and other for your variance. Please find this information. Our second parameters is coordinated by coordinated axis X. I show it now. For our supplier number 2, for zero variance, it is 70. For first variance, it is 71 kilometers. For second variance, 71 also kilometers. Please find this information for you. Okay. And our last parameters, how many cargo we need to deliver by our supplier number 2. Also, we find our third lane and our fourth columns. For zero variant, it is 700, for first 707 and other. So we need to use a coffee break on 10 minutes, please. Yes, and come back and do it later. I repeat this information because maybe not all of us can to write it, so we can to repeat it and to calculate it on our second part. So I wait you on 15 o'clock. We can to come back here. Thank you.